Here are the 5 basic rules of Darktide Etiquette you should know before jumping into public lobbies. Number 1 is to be cautious shooting bursters. Pox bursters can be very deadly, which is why you should aim to handle them with care. The safest option is to shoot them from a distance and dispose of them before they get to your team, but due to the higher health pool that they have and the nature of the game, this isn't always possible. There is a way to dispatch them in melee without taking any damage, but this strategy can be ruined easily if someone else shoots the burster, which is why you should never shoot a burster if you see a teammate attempting to neutralize them in melee. Number 2 is to communicate while downed. If you become downed or disabled, you should still do your best to communicate with your team. Ping any distant specials or elite units that you see, and if you become trapped by a trapper or get downed by a crusher, be sure to ping them so your team can see exactly what is next to you. If you die, be sure to switch to your character when you respawn and tell your team exactly what is guarding you so they know what they're heading into. Number 3 is to ask before Grimoires. The maximum health reduction that Grimoires inflict on your team is both harsh and debilitating. While you can run trinkets to help minimize the impact that the Grimoires curse has on you, not everyone in your party might run the same kind of trinkets, which will inherently hurt them more than it hurts you. Additionally, some people might find the health reduction to be unfun or make the game too difficult, so always ask your team about Grimoires before you pick one up. In the same vein, always tell your team that you're attempting a penance as soon as you load into a game so they're not caught off guard. Number 4 is to put supplies down in reachable locations. Health and ammo packs can be the difference between life and death in some situations, but only if your team can actually utilize them. Unless you're in a dire situation and need to use the supplies immediately to save your own life, put down supplies in locations that are easily reachable to your allies and does not put them in direct danger. Additionally, if you notice your team is out of position and want to gently coax them back into safety, you can always place down supplies in such a way that will lead them into safer positioning. No matter where you place your supplies though, always manually ping the spot where they are, as many will miss the auto ping that happens when you place them down. And number 5 is to avoid spinning larger enemies. When fighting larger melee-oriented enemies, such as the Plague Ogrins and Crushers, do not kite them in a circular motion, as this makes your teammates around you much more likely to eat stray hits, since the attacks from these kinds of enemies are area of effect based rather than lock-on based. Instead, try to kite these enemies in straighter paths, only turning when you have to. This does not mean to sprint away from these enemies or kite them across the map away from your team. Simply find a small area that allows you to kite with longer instances of straight paths rather than strictly circular ones. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe for more Darktide content in the future. See y'all next time!